reason humans are banned from galactic politics. The galaxy is vast, so vast that even our most advanced telescopes only scratch the surface of its immensity. Countless civilizations thrive among the stars, their histories stretching back long before Earth was more than molten rock. At the heart of this cosmic web lies the Galactic Assembly, the ultimate governing body of the known universe. For thousands of years, it has been the arbiter of peace, law, and order, a council where species from every corner of the cosmos come together to shape the future of the galaxy. But amidst the thousands of seats in the Assembly's grand chamber, one remains conspicuously empty, the one meant for humanity. Since the day humans first reached beyond their solar system, we have yearned to find our place among the stars. That dream seemed within reach when the Galactic Assembly acknowledged our existence in the late 21st century. Earth rejoiced. We had done it, achieved the impossible, but the celebration was short-lived. Instead of extending a hand of friendship, the Assembly delivered a devastating verdict. Humans would not be allowed to join their ranks. Their reasoning: officially, the Assembly cited our species' turbulent history. Wars, environmental disasters, internal conflicts, these were held up as evidence of humanity's unfitness to participate in galactic governance. They claimed we were too chaotic, too emotional, too unpredictable. To them, humans were a threat to the delicate balance they had worked so hard to maintain. But is that really the truth? Or is there something else the Assembly isn't telling us? Think about it for a moment. Humanity is one of the youngest intelligent species in the galaxy, yet we've achieved feats that would make even the most ancient civilizations take notice. In a mere 200,000 years, we've gone from scavenging for food to decoding the very fabric of the universe. We've mastered flight, split the atom, mapped our genetic code, and created machines capable of thinking for themselves. We've accomplished in millennia what other species took millions of years to achieve. Could it be that our rapid progress unnerves them? And here's the part that doesn't add up. After the Assembly banned humanity, we weren't simply ignored. Reports began to emerge, unofficial and unconfirmed, of strange occurrences. Human exploration ships shadowed by unidentified craft, earthbound transmissions intercepted by alien technology. There were even whispers that a secret network of drones had been deployed to monitor us, tracking our every move. The Assembly claimed it was for our protection, but what if it was something more sinister? What if we were being watched not for what we might destroy, but for what we might become? Humanity has always thrived under pressure. When faced with challenges, we innovate. When backed into a corner, we fight back harder than anyone expects. It's a quality that's both our greatest strength and perhaps our greatest danger. The Assembly knows this. And maybe, just maybe, they fear what could happen if humanity were unleashed on the galactic stage. This isn't just about humanity being excluded. It's about something much deeper, a truth buried so far beneath the surface that even whispering it might disrupt the fragile peace of the galaxy. What is it that the Assembly knows about us? What secret has led them to ban humanity outright? And more importantly, why have they gone to such lengths to keep us in the dark? Today, we're diving headfirst into these questions, peeling back the layers of deception to uncover the shocking truth. This is not just a story of rejection. This is the real reason humans are banned from galactic politics. And trust me, it's a reason that might change everything we think we know about ourselves and our future in the stars. Every story needs its heroes, its mentors, and its villains. The journey to uncover the truth about humanity's exclusion from the Galactic Assembly revolves around three key figures, each with their own strengths, flaws, and secrets. Let's meet them. She's not your typical diplomat. Dr. Elena Mercer is a brilliant xenobiologist with an unyielding determination to prove humanity's worth. Born in the shattered remnants of a post-climate crisis Earth, Mercer grew up in a world where survival was a daily struggle. She saw firsthand how innovation and resilience could pull humanity back from the brink of collapse. That experience shaped her, giving her a unique perspective. She believes humanity's flaws are not weaknesses, but the driving force behind its greatest strengths. Mercer is no stranger to challenges. She spent her career studying alien life, trying to bridge the gap between species. Her passion for understanding the unknown has made her one of Earth's leading experts in xenobiology and diplomacy. But this mission isn't about science, it's personal. For Mercer, proving humanity's place in the galaxy isn't just about survival, it's about legacy. It's about showing the universe that despite our turbulent history, we have something invaluable to offer. Yet, even Mercer isn't immune to self-doubt. She carries the weight of Earth's reputation on her shoulders, knowing that a single misstep could doom humanity's chances forever. Her drive is fueled by the belief that humanity is worth fighting for, but deep down, she fears the Assembly might be right. Are humans really too dangerous, too unpredictable, to be trusted on the galactic stage? Every hero needs a guide, and for Mercer, that guide comes in the form of Ambassador Katara, a member of the insectoid Valak species. Towering and imposing with shimmering exoskeletons and multifaceted eyes, the Valaks are a race renowned for their logic and meticulous nature. But Katara is different. She has always harbored a soft spot for humancer trait, considered a weakness among her people. Katara's motivations are complex. Decades ago, during a forgotten moment of Earth's history, the Valaks narrowly avoided extinction thanks to a human engineer who risked everything to save their colony. Katara sees Mercer's mission as a chance to repay that debt, but she's also driven by curiosity. To her, humanity is an anomaly, chaotic, illogical, and yet undeniably brilliant. She believes there's something unique about humans, something even the Assembly cannot fully comprehend. Yet, Katara's loyalty is not without limits. She walks a fine line between aiding Mercer and protecting her own species standing within the Assembly. Her cryptic advice often leaves Mercer wondering, is Katara truly an ally, or does she have her own agenda? And when the stakes rise, will Katara side with Mercer or the Assembly? At the top of the Assembly's hierarchy sits High Arbiter Xol, an ancient AI hybrid who has presided over galactic politics for millennia. Xol is the embodiment of order, logic, and control. Ita, perhaps, they sees the galaxy as a fragile ecosystem, one that must be carefully balanced to ensure peace. And to Xol, humans are the ultimate disruptors of that balance. Xol motivations run deeper than mere governance. The Arbiter knows secrets about humanity that few in the Assembly are privy to, secrets that could shatter the galaxy's fragile peace if they were ever revealed. To Xol, banning humanity is not just a precaution, it's a necessity. Allowing humans into the Assembly is a risk the Arbiter is unwilling to take, no matter the cost. But Xol isn't driven by malice. In its own way, it believes it's protecting the galaxy from humans, yes, but perhaps also from itself. The Arbiter's methods may be cold and unyielding, but its ultimate goal is survival. The question is, whose survival does Xol truly prioritize? The galaxy's or its own? The collision of these three personalities creates the heart of the story. Mercer, with her fiery determination and belief in humanity's potential, faces off against Xol, who represents the Assembly's rigid fear of change. Between them stands Katara, a wildcard whose actions could tip the scales in either direction. Each character is driven by their own truths, their own visions of the future, and their own secrets. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that this isn't just a battle for humanity's inclusion in the Assembly, it's a battle for the galaxy's soul. Can humanity prove that its flaws are its greatest strengths? Can Mercer rise above the weight of her mission to confront the Assembly's darkest truths? And what will happen when those truths are finally revealed? With these characters in place, the stage is set for a clash of ideologies, loyalties, and identities. But remember, in the world of galactic politics, nothing is as it seems. And sometimes, The greatest enemy isn't out there, it's within. Humanity's plea for inclusion has been denied time and time again, but this time there's a sliver of hope, a chance to confront the Galactic Assembly directly. Dr. Elena Mercer, armed with Earth's last-ditch petition, sets out on a mission to the galactic core, the political and spiritual heart of the galaxy. It's here that the Assembly convenes, protected by layers of security, secrecy, and the most advanced technologies known to the universe. This journey is not just a diplomatic effort, it's a test of humanity's resilience. The galactic core is no ordinary destination. Encased in the swirling energies of an ancient nebula, it's a fortress of unimaginable scale, reachable only through a labyrinth of hyperspace lanes. As Mercer boards the Resolute, Earth's state-of-the-art diplomatic vessel, the stakes couldn't be higher. The mission is clear: deliver humanity's case and uncover the truth behind their exclusion. But the journey itself is fraught with challenges. Even before leaving Earth's orbit, Mercer feels the weight of her mission. The ship's crew is small but fiercely loyal, a mix of seasoned spacefarers and idealistic young specialists who believe in humanity's future. But there's an air of unease. Whispers circulate among the crew about strange anomalies reported near the core. Ships disappearing without explanation, pilots claiming to see shadowy figures in the void. Mercer brushes off the rumors, focusing instead on the daunting task ahead. She knows there's no room for distractions. Not long after entering hyperspace, the ship's sensors detect an anomaly, a shimmering distortion just outside their trajectory. It's faint, barely noticeable, but enough to trigger concern among the crew. Captain Rhea, a no-nonsense leader with decades of experience, orders a course adjustment. But the anomaly follows them, shifting positions as if observing their every move. Katara, accompanying Mercer on this mission as her advisor, offers cryptic reassurance. "These are not accidents," she says, her multifaceted eyes glinting. "The Assembly knows we are coming. They are testing us." Mercer is unsettled. Why would the Assembly need to test humanity now, after decades of outright rejection? What is it they're afraid of? As they approach the nebula surrounding the core, the anomalies grow more frequent. Flickers of light, sudden gravitational shifts, and the unnerving sensation of being watched. The ship's AI struggles to make sense of the data, describing the phenomena as spatial echoes, distortions in space-time. Mercer begins to suspect there's more at play here than natural phenomena. Could these anomalies be tied to the Assembly's mysterious monitoring of humanity? During a tense briefing, Katara finally reveals what she knows. The Galactic Assembly possesses a device known as the Anomaly Detector. It's an ancient piece of technology capable of pinpointing disruptions in space-time, disruptions that, according to the Assembly, humanity has a unique potential to cause. The detector is what first flagged Earth decades ago, leading to humanity's exclusion. Mercer is stunned. If this is true, it means the Assembly has been watching humanity long before first contact was officially made. But Katara's explanation raises more questions than answers. Why hasn't the Assembly revealed this device? And why would humanity, a species still in its infancy compared to most galactic civilizations, pose such a significant threat? Katara offers little comfort. "The Assembly believes your kind is a wild card," she says, "capable of innovation beyond logic, but also capable of destruction beyond reason. They fear what they cannot predict." Mercer's mind races. Is this mission even about diplomacy? Or is it about proving humanity can control its own destiny? As the Resolute enters the nebula, the crew faces their greatest challenge yet. The anomalies become more aggressive, bending reality around the ship. Systems flicker, navigation becomes erratic, and even time itself seems to distort. Mercer experiences vivid, haunting visions, flashes of Earth's history, both its triumphs and its darkest moments. She realizes these aren't random, they're warnings. Someone, or something, is forcing her to confront humanity's legacy. Captain Rhea, ever pragmatic, keeps the crew focused, but the strain is evident. One of the younger crew members, a brilliant but anxious technician named Arlen, voices what everyone is thinking. What if they don't want us to make it to the core? Mercer doesn't have an answer. She knows only one thing: they can't turn back now. Katara, meanwhile, seems oddly unaffected by the chaos. She offers cryptic guidance, urging Mercer to trust her instincts. "This is your test," Katara says, "not mine. Humanity must face this alone." Mercer is struck by the realization that this mission isn't just about the Assembly's judgment, it's about humanity's ability to confront its own fears, flaws, and potential. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the Resolute emerges from the nebula. The galactic core comes into view, a dazzling spectacle of engineering and nature. Massive structures orbit a pulsating star, their surfaces shimmering with energy fields. It's a sight both awe-inspiring and humbling. But the tension doesn't ease. As they approach the Assembly's docking platform, Mercer notices something alarming. A fleet of unmanned drones surrounds the core, their sleek designs bristling with weapons. They're not pointed at the Resolute, but their presence is a clear message. The Assembly is prepared for any outcome. Mercer steels herself. She knows that whatever happens next, the fate of humanity rests on her shoulders, but deep down she can't shake the feeling that the real test is yet to come. What lies within the core, and what truths will be uncovered when she finally confronts the Assembly? As the Resolute docks, Mercer prepares to step into the unknown. The crew watches in silence as she and Katara disembark, their faces a mix of hope and apprehension. Captain Rhea offers a parting word. "Whatever happens in there, don't forget who you're fighting for." Mercer nods, but the weight of her mission feels heavier than ever. This is it, the moment humanity has waited decades for. But as Mercer walks toward the Assembly's grand chamber, one thought lingers in her mind. The anomalies, the detector, the visions, none of it feels like coincidence. The Assembly isn't just afraid of humanity, they're hiding something. And Mercer is determined to find out what. The doors of the Galactic Assembly chamber slide open, revealing a hall that defies comprehension. Towering spires of light rise from the floor, their shifting hues representing the Assembly's diverse member species. Holographic displays pulse with data, a visual representation of the countless worlds and civilizations under the Assembly's governance. And at the center of it all, seated in an elevated throne-like platform, is High Arbiter Zolaruum, the ancient AI hybrid whose word has shaped galactic politics for millennia. Dr. Elena Mercer stands before the Assembly, her every move scrutinized by thousands of delegates. Her heart pounds, but she knows this is her moment. She begins her speech, delivering a heartfelt argument for humanity's inclusion. She speaks of Earth's resilience, the challenges humanity has overcome, and the potential it holds to contribute to the galaxy. "We are not defined by our flaws," she says, her voice steady. "We are defined by our ability to grow beyond them." Her words ripple through the chamber, sparking murmurs among the delegates, but Zolaruum remains unmoved. The Arbiter's voice, calm yet cold, reverberates through the hall. "Your species is unpredictable, Dr. Mercer. Your history is one of chaos and destruction. Why should we risk the stability of the galaxy for the sake of your kind?" Mercer takes a deep breath. She knew this question was coming. She counters with examples of humanity's ingenuity, its ability to solve impossible problems, to innovate in the face of extinction. "You fear us because we are different," she says, her voice rising. "But it is our differences that make us valuable. We can see solutions where others see only obstacles." As Mercer speaks, an urgent alert interrupts the proceedings. A holographic display in the chamber flickers to life, revealing a startling image. The Resolute, Mercer's ship, surrounded by anomalies. The spatial distortions are growing, threatening to destabilize the area. Panic ripples through the delegates as Zolaruum demands an explanation. Katara steps forward, her voice sharp and clear. "This is no coincidence. The anomalies have followed our ship since we entered the nebula. Someone is using them to sabotage this mission." Her accusation sends shockwaves through the chamber. Delegates from several species exchange uneasy glances. For the first time, Mercer sees cracks in the Assembly's united front. Mercer realizes this is her chance. She demands access to the Assembly's data on the anomalies, hoping to prove that humanity is not the cause. But Exol Aruam resists, stating that such information is classified. The tension in the chamber reaches a breaking point as Mercer accuses the Assembly of hiding the truth. "If humanity is truly a threat," she says, her voice ringing out, "then show us the evidence. Let us defend ourselves." Under mounting pressure, Zol Arum reluctantly allows Mercer and Katara limited access to the Assembly's archives. What they find changes everything. The anomalies, it turns out, are not natural phenomena. They are remnants of an experiment conducted by a rogue Assembly faction centuries ago. This faction, desperate to harness the energy of a collapsing star, created a device that disrupted space-time. The experiment failed catastrophically, creating the very distortions that now plague the galaxy. But there's more. The Assembly used the anomaly detector to monitor the fallout of this experiment. When Earth's early space exploration efforts accidentally triggered one of these dormant distortions, the detector flagged humanity as a potential threat. Rather than admit their mistake, the Assembly buried the truth and placed the blame squarely on humanity. Mercer is furious. "You let an entire species be condemned for your failure," she says, her voice trembling with anger. "You used us as a scapegoat to protect your own reputation." Katara, too, is visibly shaken. She turns to Xol Aruam, her multifaceted eyes narrowing. "You betrayed your own principles to maintain control," she says. "The Assembly is not infallible, and humanity deserves to know the truth." With the truth revealed, Mercer faces an impossible choice. She can expose the Assembly's actions to the galaxy, risking chaos and the collapse of the Assembly's authority. Or she can remain silent, securing humanity's acceptance but perpetuating the lie. The weight of the decision is almost unbearable. Katara offers her perspective. "The Assembly has done terrible things," she says, her voice soft. "But it has also preserved peace for thousands of years. If you destroy that, can humanity shoulder the consequences?" Mercer knows Katara is right, but she also knows that humanity cannot move forward without confronting the truth. Finally, Mercer makes her decision. She steps back into the chamber and addresses the delegates. "Humanity has been judged unfairly," she says, "but we are not here to tear down what you have built. We are here to be a part of Ito Learn, to contribute and to grow." Her words strike a delicate balance, acknowledging the Assembly's flaws while appealing to its sense of unity. As the debate resumes, a sudden escalation forces Mercer to act. The anomalies near the core intensify, threatening to collapse the Assembly's entire station. Xol Aruam, for the first time, shows signs of unease. The Arbiter admits that the Assembly's technology cannot contain the distortions. It is Mercer who steps forward with a solution. Using knowledge gleaned from Earth's own experiments with space-time, Mercer proposes a plan to stabilize the anomalies. It's a risky maneuver that requires coordinating the Assembly's resources with the technology aboard the Resolute. Xol Aruam hesitates, but with the station on the verge of destruction, the Arbiter reluctantly agrees. What follows is a breathtaking sequence of ingenuity and teamwork. Mercer, Katara, and the crew of the Resolute work alongside Assembly engineers to implement the plan. The process is grueling, pushing everyone to their limits. But in the end, they succeed. The anomalies are stabilized, and the station is saved. With the crisis averted, the Assembly reconvenes to decide humanity's fate. Xol Aruam, though still wary of humans, acknowledges their role in saving the station. "You have proven your resilience, Dr. Mercer," the Arbiter says. "But resilience alone is not enough. The galaxy requires cooperation, trust, and accountability." The Assembly votes, and the result is bittersweet. Humanity is granted conditional observer status, a first step toward full membership. Mercer knows it's not the victory she had hoped for, but it's a start. As she prepares to leave the chamber, Xol Aruum approaches her. "You have earned this chance," the Arbiter says. "But remember, the galaxy watches closely." As Mercer and Katara return to the Resolute, they reflect on the journey. Humanity's inclusion in the Assembly will not be easy, but the mission has shown that even the most rigid systems can be challenged. "We're not just fighting for Earth," Mercer says. "We're fighting for the truth." The chamber is quiet now, the echoes of the Assembly's vote still lingering in the air. Humanity has been granted observer status, a small victory in the grand scheme of galactic politics, but a monumental step forward for Earth. Yet, for Dr. Elena Mercer, the journey is far from over. A hollow victory. As Mercer prepares to leave the chamber, a flood of conflicting emotions overtakes her. She's relieved that humanity has finally secured a foothold in the Assembly, but the cost of that victory weighs heavily on her. The truth about the anomalies and the Assembly's cover-up remains hidden, buried beneath layers of bureaucracy and fear. Humanity's reputation may be partially redeemed, but the galaxy still doesn't know the full story. Katara, ever the pragmatist, approaches Mercer. "This is not the end," she says. "It's the beginning. Humanity has a chance now, and it's up to you to decide what to do with it." Mercer nods, but the unresolved truth gnaws at her. How can humanity build a future in a system founded on lies? Before leaving, Mercer is summoned by High Arbiter Xol Aruum for a private meeting. The Arbiter's towering form looms over her, its glowing eyes betraying no emotion. "You did well today, Doctor." "Mercer," Xol Aruum begins, its voice cold and measured. "But do not mistake this outcome for absolution. Humanity remains under scrutiny." Mercer, emboldened by her success, presses the Arbiter. "You know humanity isn't to blame for the anomalies," she says. "Why continue the deception? Why not admit the Assembly's role in creating this crisis?" Xol Aruum's response is chilling. "Because the galaxy cannot afford the chaos that truth would bring. The Assembly's stability is paramount. If that stability requires certain truths to remain hidden, so be it." The Arbiter's words ignite a fire within Mercer. "You think you're protecting the galaxy," she says, her voice steady but fierce. "But you're only delaying the inevitable. The truth will come out. And when it does, humanity won't be the only ones judged." Xol Aruum regards her silently for a moment before replying, "Perhaps. But until then, the Assembly endures. And so must you." Back aboard the Resolute, Mercer reflects on the Arbiter's words. The Assembly's decision has given humanity a chance to prove itself, but it's a chance built on a fragile foundation. The truth about the anomalies is a ticking time bomb, one that could either vindicate humanity or plunge the galaxy into chaos. Mercer knows she can't ignore it, but she also knows she can't act recklessly. Katara joins her, offering a rare moment of vulnerability. "You carry a heavy burden, Elena," she says. "But remember, humanity's greatest strength is its ability to adapt. Use that strength wisely." Mercer takes comfort in Katara's words. She may not have all the answers, but she has something just as powerful: hope. As the Resolute begins its journey back to Earth, the crew gathers to celebrate their partial victory. Captain Rhea, ever the realist, raises a toast. "To humanity," she says. "May we prove them wrong." Laughter and cheers fill the room, but Mercer remains thoughtful. She knows the road ahead will be difficult, filled with challenges and scrutiny. But she also knows that humanity has taken its first step toward a brighter future. Later, as she gazes out at the stars, Mercer is joined by Arlen, the young technician who had doubted their mission. "Do you think we'll ever be fully accepted?" he asks. Mercer smiles faintly. "I think acceptance isn't something we're given," she says. "It's something we earn, and I believe humanity will earn it." But just as hope begins to take root, a sudden alert interrupts the celebration. The ship's sensors detect an incoming message, an encrypted transmission from the Assembly. Mercer opens it cautiously, her heart pounding. The message contains a single line of text: "The anomalies are not what they seem. You must prepare." The message is unsigned, but Mercer suspects its source. Zolarum, despite its cold demeanor, may have planted the seeds for a larger truth to unfold. What do the anomalies represent? Are they simply remnants of a failed experiment? Or is there a deeper threat lurking in the shadows? Mercer realizes that this mission was never just about humanity's inclusion in the assembly. It was about uncovering a greater truth, one that could change the galaxy forever. As she stares at the cryptic message, a sense of resolve washes over her. The fight isn't over, it's only just beginning. The narrator's voice returns, tying the story together with a poignant reflection. Humanity's journey to the stars has always been fraught with challenges. We are a species defined by our contradictions, capable of great destruction, yet also of incredible compassion. Today we took a step forward, not just for Earth, but for the galaxy. But the road ahead is uncertain, and the truths we uncover may test us in ways we've never imagined. The final scene shows Mercer standing at the observation deck, the stars reflecting in her eyes. Perhaps the assembly fears us, she muses quietly. Not for what we are, but for what we might become. With determination in her gaze, she turns away from the stars, ready to face whatever comes next. This is not just the end of humanity's first chapter in galactic politics. It's the start of something much larger, a journey of truth, resilience, and the unyielding spirit that defines us. The galaxy may have judged us, but the final verdict is still unwritten, and humanity is ready to prove itself. Humanity's first steps into the galaxy have been anything but easy. From the moment Earth reached beyond its atmosphere, we've been met with awe, suspicion, and resistance. The Galactic Assembly, a beacon of unity and governance, saw in us not just a young species, but a dangerous one. And for decades they kept us at arm's length. Today that changes. Dr. Elena Mercer's journey to the galactic core was not just a mission of diplomacy, it was a battle to redefine humanity's place in the universe. She faced impossible odds, the weight of humanity's turbulent history, the Assembly's deep-seated fears, and a conspiracy buried under centuries of silence. Yet, through it all, one truth became undeniable. Humanity is not perfect, but it is extraordinary. In the chamber of the Assembly, Mercer made her case not with weapons or threats, but with humanity's greatest strengths: resilience, innovation, and an unwavering belief in a better future. Her words resonated, not just with allies like Ambassador Katara, but even with skeptics like High Arbiter Exol Aru. For the first time, humanity was not judged by its past, but by its potential. Humanity's conditional observer status in the Galactic Assembly may seem like a small victory, but it's a monumental step forward. It represents a crack in the wall of exclusion, a chance to prove that Earth's people can be more than the chaos the galaxy fears. It's an opportunity to show that our capacity for growth outweighs our flaws. But this is only the beginning. The journey ahead is fraught with challenges. As observers, humans will face scrutiny, resistance, and perhaps even sabotage. The Assembly has made it clear. Humanity's actions will define its future. Every decision, every innovation, every interaction will be watched and judged. Yet, if there's one thing humanity has always excelled at, it's rising to meet the impossible. From the dark days of war and environmental collapse to the triumphs of space exploration and scientific discovery, humans have never stopped pushing forward. And now, the galaxy will see that spirit firsthand. Still, questions linger. The anomalies that threatened the galactic core are not gone, they've merely been stabilized. And the Assembly's role in their creation remains a secret, buried deep within classified archives. What happens if these truths come to light? Will the fragile peace Mercer fought to preserve shatter under the weight of revelation? Then there's the mysterious message Mercer received as the Resolute departed the core. The anomalies are not what they seem. You must prepare. Who sent it? Was it Zol Arum, quietly planting seeds for the truth to emerge? Or was it someone else? Someone who understands the dangers lurking beyond the galaxy's edge? One thing is clear. Humanity's story within the Assembly is far from over. The truth will not stay hidden forever, and when it finally surfaces, humanity will once again be at the center of it. Will we be ready? Perhaps the real reason humanity was banned from galactic politics was never about our history or our temperament. Perhaps it was about fear of our potential. In a galaxy governed by tradition and order, humanity's creativity and unpredictability are both its greatest asset and its greatest threat. We are the wild card, the spark that could ignite a new era or a new catastrophe. But isn't that what makes us human? Our ability to adapt, to grow, to face the unknown with courage and determination. In the end, it's not our technology, our power, or even our intellect that defines us. It's our spirit, and that spirit is what will shape the future of humanity, not just on Earth, but among the stars. As we look to the future, we must remember that this is only the first step. Humanity has entered the galactic stage, but the spotlight is harsh, and the stakes are higher than ever. We will face challenges, criticism and doubt, but we will also have the chance to prove, time and time again, that we are more than the sum of our flaws. We are resilient, we are innovative, and we are capable of greatness. Perhaps the galaxy was right to fear us, but not for the reasons they think. The real reason is not our capacity for destruction, but our boundless potential for creation. And in the end, that potential may be what saves not just humanity, but the galaxy itself. This is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of a new chapter written not just by humanity, but by every species willing to embrace the unknown. The stars are watching, and the galaxy awaits. Let's show them what it means to be human. Thank you for watching till the end. If you enjoyed the story, please give this video a like and subscribe for more.